Welcome back to my channel, Gaming Etc. I'm your host, Etc. Dude. And today we're continuing our playthrough of
Ariana and the Elder Codex.
In our last video, we ended up going into the Codex of Transmission, and there it was no longer necessarily the need of what the Codex was, or the basic codices were earth, wind, water, and fire, but rather it was a codex more related to those who could not use magic and transitioning into science, which is something of course we know naturally. So this is how they explain the science in there. Of course, sacrifice had to be made because there still had to be a power draw from the codices, and in order to do that, the sacrifice was that there needed to be a dummy, something that could technically read it but could not absorb it, so it could not deteriorate over time. In doing so, they were able to advance and create electricity, which is something that of course we're familiar with here, thus helping those without magic live a more fruitful life. But similar as I've said in the other ones, we've yet to really answer the question as to who has damaged these codices. We have an idea and we've narrowed it down, but there's also still, just like from reading the books around, maybe there's another hidden entity in there, someone else who has really done the damage to the codices. Of course, we won't know that until we reach the end or the point where they finally reveal that. In order to do that, we have to continue on. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right, let's go.
Ugh, it's so cold. I wish we could go somewhere with stronger heating. Everywhere else is the same, since we can't get warm from the stones anymore. What? Why the hell not? Orders from the governor. They say because there aren't enough stones being shipped, citizens aren't supposed to use them. That snake. How selfish can he get? Ha! He's always been selfish, but he's gotten worse lately. It's definitely since Big Bro left. Where the hell did he go? It's already been half a month since the boss vanished. Dang. If the boss were here, he'd never let something like this happen. So how is it? Find any clues? No. Unfortunately, I got nothing. Me neither. The townspeople are so scared of the governor that they won't even talk to us. The boss practically blinked out of existence. Can't blame them for shaking in their boots. I can't believe them. Big Bro protected them for so long. It just shows you how much they're afraid of the governor and his grunts. They've been controlled by the governor for almost 10 years. Of course they're scared, but that doesn't mean we know. Chill, man. Let's go inside for now. We'll freeze to death like this. How about we take a break at the bar? Yeah, that's the only place that'll do business with us anyway. They won't help people get warm, even when it's this cold. That's enough for me to know how much of a tyrant the governor is. Looks like the city is under a lot of pressure. Work diligently. To all residents living within the city, even though we are extremely blessed with the resources known as the Philosopher's Stone, you have continued living idly, hindering the development of the city. However, in his concern for the city's future, His Excellency, the Governor, has decided to give all of you another chance. This chance is a quota that will contribute to the city's development. Each resident will be assigned a quota for mining Philosopher's Stones based on age and gender. Take this as your notice that those who cannot complete their quota will be severely punished. All mined Philosopher's Stones are to be purchased by the Governor's office at a reasonable price. Work diligently and give your wholehearted effort to improve the city. His Excellency, Governor, is expecting your hard work and cooperation.
Watch this. Got it. Got it.
Stop. This path is currently closed by order of His Excellency, the Governor. What? Why? There's no need for you to know. Step back. It feels like they're hiding something. I'll try going when the guard is gone. Well, I can go inside. Huh? I can't go this way? It looks like the Codex's power is blocking me. This is a bit of a unique case. Maybe I need to follow along with the story.
All right, let's go. Watch this. Repair complete. Not bad.
Why is there a barrel of alcohol in a place like this? What? What's the deal, Barkeep? Why can't you open up today? I'm sorry about this. You're not going to start distancing yourself from us too, are you, Barkeep? No, not at all. The problem is that I've run out of alcohol. I forgot to order more. You're out of stock? Are you serious? That's the situation. Sorry, but you'll have to come back later. Guess we don't really got a choice. What do we do? What else can we do? If we can't drink here, we just gotta head home. Figures. Guess we're calling it a day. You're heading home too, right? Yeah, guess so. But you guys can go first. Something wrong? Just remember that I need to do something. Alright. So, what's actually going on, Barkeep? What? You don't believe me? You really don't have any alcohol? Not that. There's no way you'd just forget to put in an order. I saw some guys carrying barrels of booze yesterday. You ordered them, right? Good grief. You're keen-eyed. Yeah, I did put in an order. But those guards took them all away. Said you guys would loiter here if there was any alcohol. Ah, is that so? Sorry I made it a problem. You fool. You didn't cause any problems. It's just inconvenient. Alright then, Barkeep. Just sit tight. I'll go get the booze back for you. What? Hey, knock it off. You won't get off easy if you pick a fight with those guards. So the guards are even harassing the citizens. At this point, it's hard to tell who the guards are and who the gang members are. Anyway, it looks like I can continue the story if I find 2 alcohol barrels. got the bar's alcohol back.
Yeah, there. Yeah. Watch this. Blow you away. Got it. Got it.
I got the bar's alcohol back. I recovered all of the bar's alcohol now. I should return these to the barkeep.
Yeah. Blow you away.
You really got them back for me. You bet. This is all of them, right? Yeah, can't thank you enough. Now I could open up shop today. You really helped me out. Let me pour you a drink as thanks. Thanks, but I'll pass. I feel bad leaving out the others. We'll come later. I see. That's just like you. Nah, it's just... I thought if it were my big bro, he'd do something like this. Hey. Actually, hey now, what's going on here? Why is the alcohol we confiscated back in your shop? Are you mocking us? You're a bunch of dogs. How could you mess with someone's business like that? Now look who we have here. If it isn't a small fried thug under that coward. What? Who are you calling a coward? Your boss is. He's missing, isn't he? The guy who rebelled so much and caused a ruckus. I bet he finally got scared and ran from the city. Well, it's a fitting end for a sniveling delinquent. Like hell that happened. Big bro would never run away. You should quit playing pretend in a gang while you still can. If you had a real job, you can make a decent life for yourself. You jerks. You and the governor are the ones who mess up the lives of everyone in the city. I'll punch all of your faces in. What an impertinent brat. Fine, we'll teach you some manners. How's that, you stupid jerks? Incredible. You took all those guys on by yourself. Wait here. I'll get some ointment. Right. Thanks for the help. You really are strong. You beat those armed guards with your bare hands. Who are you? Those clothes tell me you aren't from the city, right? Oh, apologies for the late introduction. I'm an agent for the National Inspection Office. I was dispatched in order to investigate the misconduct of the governor of the city and take action accordingly. What? Does that mean you'll drive those guys out for us? Only if I find the proof that they're acting illegally. The office can't move without evidence. The governor provides significant tax revenue after all. That's all the money he squeezed out of the townfolk. While it does seem that the tax is harsh, I'm saying we need concrete evidence of a crime. For example, if he was plotting a rebellion. Rebellion? You mean like treason? I don't think he's gone that far. To be frank, we received reports from a resident that there are signs of treason brewing. However, we lost contact with that resident, and I'm following his movements. Hey, is that? Could that be? Yes, he would be your boss. I'll explain in detail after you've been treated. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. It's quite fine. In fact, I had something I wish to ask you. I've been searching for him for a few days, ever since I arrived. And this bar is the last place he was seen. He was with the governor as well. What did you say? Barkeep? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry. I was told to keep quiet. I think you'd be reckless if you knew. What do you mean? What was he talking to my big bro about? Well, I was kicked outside, so I have no idea. But once they finished talking, they headed straight to the governor's mansion. Damn it! Hey, goodness, he's quite impatient. I'll go after him. There he goes. I feel like he should have stayed and listened to their story. Well, I understand being rash when it comes to someone you care about. And it looks like there are few guards around the city because of that uproar. There might be a new path I can go through somewhere. I don't need to go to the mine right now. You dropped something. This is the key for a room. Stop. This path is currently closed by order of His Excellency, the Governor. Ugh! I'll force my way in. Wait! You'll end up in jail if you do something so idiotic. Who's an idiot? So you followed me. Yes, you seem to be one of the few who will be my ally in this city. Ally? Even if you run in at first, you'll only be turned away and come up empty. If you must act quietly. Be inconspicuous, but efficient. How exactly? The governor seems extremely cautious. Building his mansion on a cliff is proof enough that he's being wary. That's right, this is the only path there. Are you certain? If we climb up the cliff, we may be able to get up the back without being noticed. Climb up the cliff? You serious? Don't you think it's worth trying? Fine. May as well try it since we're here. That's the spirit. Now let's go around the west side and enter through the back.
Wonder what's next. Watch this. Not bad. Watch this. Repair complete. Got bad.
That was actually a pretty easy climb. It's because the roof is connected to the governor's warehouse. Perhaps I overestimated how careful he is. Anyway, let's search inside. Normally this would be trespassing, but this is an exception since this is official business. I'll give you permission. Please go ahead. Really? I don't get it, but I feel a little better now. Wait a sec. You're not going in? Someone needs to keep watch. Yes? Fine. I got it. Just wait here. I grabbed a bunch of important looking documents. Well done. Please show them to me. They seem kind of pompous. Contract. This agreement is between the following listed parties: the Governor's Office, referred to as Party A from here on, and the Gang Leader, referred to as Party B from here on. Article 1. Purpose of this agreement. The purpose of this agreement is for Party B to maintain confidentiality of the underground test site maintained by Party A, and to cooperate with testing, in exchange for alleviating the workload for the city's residents and improving resource trade conditions. Article 2. Party A's obligations. Party A will bear the following obligations. 1. Quota mitigation. The mining quota for the Philosopher's Stone required of the city's residents will be reduced by a certain percentage for the current standard. 2. Purchase price increase. The purchase price for mined Philosopher's Stones will be raised by 30% more than the current fair price. Article 3. Party B's obligation. Party B will bear the following obligations. 1. Confidentiality. Party B will not disclose under any circumstance any information in regards to the existence, purpose, and activities related to the underground test site managed by Party A. This obligation will persist even after the termination of this agreement. 2. Experiment cooperation. Party B will offer any required cooperation to Party A's test plan based on the conditions specified by Party A. There's even more written below this. Hey, this sounds kind of bad. An underground test site? There may be something hidden under the city, far bigger than I imagined. Is Big Bro there too? It's very possible. Let's hurry. Please lead the way. Got it. Something about a test site inside a mine gives me a bad feeling. I have no idea what might happen, so I should be careful.
Not bad.
So this is where the famous stones are produced. It looks much more normal than I expected. Yeah, outsiders are apparently giving them some overblown name, like the Philosopher's Stone. But to us, they're just normal rocks. We've seen them since we were kids. It's that governor who hyped them up as miracle stones and started some stupid business. I see. Well, there should be an entrance to the underground test site in this mine. Let's search for it.
Blow you away. There. Watch this. Blow you away. Gotcha. Got not bad. Yeah. Watch this. Watch this. There. Yeah. Water. Got bad. Yeah. Alright. Got it. Yeah. Water. That's better. There. There. All right, let's go. Blow you away. Got it. That's better. Repair complete. That's better. That's better. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Watch this. Got it. Go. 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 Water. Go. That's better. That's better. That's better. There. Blow you away. I wonder what's next. There. That's better. There. Repair complete. Got it.
Old history book. Did you know that the unique shape of the city didn't form naturally? Long ago, a vast amount of magic power was accumulated within the mineral veins of this mountain. Even before that, it was said that unsavory entities would constantly appear to target those mineral veins full of magic power. One day, a certain demon caused the magic power within the mineral veins to run rampant, and a giant eruption of magic power burst from the mountain. This magic power had the potential to cause a disaster that would have greatly changed the surrounding terrain, but due to the sacrifice of the mountain god who had been protecting the mineral vein, the worst case scenario was avoided. The release of magic power lasted for 7 years, 7 months, and 7 days. With the emission subsided, the people living in the surrounding area began to gather there. They noticed giant yellow stones growing around, and at the bottom of the cavity, in order to investigate their power, they migrated to the cavity and built a city. It is said that the shrine maiden who guided the people of the city there left behind these words: "By protecting the power that flows from this cavity from evil, you will fulfill your purpose to the mountain god." That teaching is still passed down, and the cavity is protected by the people of the city to this day.
There's a switch for the mine's emergency bell here. If I press it, all the guards at the mine should rush over here. Should I still press it?
Who are you guys? How'd you get in here? Grab them!
Yeah. Watch this. Okay. Yeah. One. There.
You pressed the emergency bell so suddenly. Gave me a shock. Are you an idiot? I'm sorry, but the guards all ran over here thanks to that, right? Then we kicked all their butts. Now there's no guards down here. Ha! How ridiculously brutish. I suppose that's one way to take care of it. Right, it's what my big bro taught me. Act, don't think, is what he always said. I see, so both brothers are quite bold. But next time, please consult with me in advance. Right. Anyway, the guards are gone. There's gotta be more places we can get into. Now, yes, the entrance to the underground test site must be through one of those paths. Right, let's go. If we keep going right, we should get back to the mine's entrance. I never expected monsters to appear when the protagonist of this story was attacked. How annoying. I agree with what the inspector said.
Wonder what's next. Got it. Water. Got it. Hup. Repair complete.
About the Philosopher's Stone. In a remote region of the continent, there exists a city that developed around a large cavity within the large Rocky Mountains. Looking from above, the city spread around the cavity like a donut. The residents of the city have long made a living by digging out the mysterious stones only found within this cavity. When used as fuel, it burns like coal and is an extremely effective catalyst for chemical reactions. It can also be utilized for metalworking, and by undergoing a special process, miraculous reactions occur. Its versatility also allows it to be used for medicine, where it has been confirmed to alleviate the symptoms of a sick person just by placing it near them. Eventually, these stones came to be called the Philosopher's Stone. The stones, filled with endless potential, are traded for high prices due to the limited amount that can be mined. Despite this, the citizens are living a simple life. Could there be someone who has a monopoly on the profits? Such rumors can't be entirely written off.
Yeah, water. Blow you away. Go. Water. Water. Yeah, hup. Hup. Yeah, hup. Yeah. Watch this. Hup. Yeah. Water. Blow you away. Got it. Got it. Hup. Not bad. That's better. Not bad. That's better. Hup. Hup. Repair complete.
Never thought there'd be a place like this deep inside the mine. Yes, I'm shocked as well. You would need a considerable amount of funding to build a facility this large. Is that right? Yes, it simply isn't something that can be covered by the income he reports for taxes. It seems. I'll have to add forgery of official documents and tax evasion to his charges. Leave that for later. Where's Big Bro? He's supposed to be here. Mr. Gangster, here. What kind of nickname is that? What is it? Boss's badge. A badge fashioned through the rough technique of hammering and shaving down steel plates. The shield and star design is a fitting symbol for the defender of the city. This badge is a special symbol only given to the gang's boss. It is much heavier than it looks. Its weight is not just from the steel, but from carrying the responsibility of protecting the city, and the respect and trust from his friends. That's Big Bro's badge. So this item is related to him, just as I thought. Yeah, we gave it to him as a present. Big bro always kept it with him. Why is it in a place like this? Please look at this as well.
Experiment log. The power contained in the Philosopher's Stone can unite and fuse 2 or more objects with different properties. Currently, the residents of the city are only utilizing this power superficially. However, using the proper procedure and equipment, I can draw out the power of the Philosopher's Stones more deeply. With my experiments so far, I've been able to prove this. The proof is my Fusion Reactor, built deep within the test site. The Fusion Reactor draws out the power of the Philosopher's Stones by 120% and can achieve the normally impossible feat of unifying living beings. If I have this power, I can create the ultimate soldiers, my very own army. However, the obstacle known as reality continues to test me. The output of the Fusion Reactor is so high that weak humans are unable to withstand it, causing their bodies to dissolve. I've tested it with several private army soldiers, but not a single one was compatible. In that case, I require subjects with tougher bodies and minds. It's irritating, but there's only one person in this rural area that makes a suitable candidate. The issue lies in how to subdue that man.
Fusion reactor. Suitable subject. Why'd you go quiet? I simply had a bad premonition. The fusion reactor is likely the core facility of this site, and the characteristics for the suitable subject line up with its description. Hey, you're not sane. Let's hurry. We must get to the reactor. Right, this must be the entrance. It won't budge. Guess it's locked. I don't see any mechanism to unlock it. Let us search a little further inside.
That's better. There. All right, let's go. Got you. Got you. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Let's go. Watch this. Gotcha. Gotcha. wonder what's next. Watch this! Blow you away! What? Got you! There, yeah! Repair complete. Blow you away! There, yeah! Yeah! Blow you away! Got you!
We found it. If we use this terminal. Is something wrong? You look glum. It's just those stupid questions we saw. Oh, those. They're simply the governor's twisted delusions. I know that. It's just, I'm starting to realize this guy is more dangerous than I thought. Big Bro realized that, and that's probably why he contacted you. Yes, most certainly. And the governor likely caught wind of it. That's why he tried to be careful. At least, that's what I believe. Do you think he's okay? Nah, there's no way you'd know. Let's just keep going. Yes, I've unlocked the door to the Fusion Reactor with this terminal. Let's go. My bad feeling's only growing. I can't let my guard down.
That's better. That's better.
Just a little more. Just a little more, and this nation will be. Hey! Ah, you. The city brat. Who are you calling a brat, you snake? Well, well. If it isn't Miss Inspector, I never expected you to take the trouble to come all the way here. Yes, it was quite a struggle to come grab you by the tail. Heh, heh, heh. What do you think of the weapons I've created? Weapons? Correct. The devices built outside in the test area are weapons made using stones. But are you not aware? Such research is forbidden. Yes, there's a law that prevents regional governors from holding more military power than required. But it doesn't matter to me now. So you admit you are defying the laws of this nation. Yes, that's right. As if laws like that could shackle me. Certainly not a law created by those who demoted and shipped me away to the sticks when my future was bright. I'm certain it's because you harbor dangerous ideas. Unifying the country through military force. There's a limit to such wild dreams. The thoughts of superior humans always surpass those who are satisfied with mediocrity. Superior? Cut the crap. Don't you get how much pain you've put the townsfolk through? Where's Big Bro? Answer me. Big Bro. Ah, you mean that idiot. When I offered to relax the taxes slightly, he quickly accepted my proposal. What? However, I am grateful to him. I just so happen to want the final ingredient for my new weapon. You're lying. Big Bro wouldn't. Ha 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 ha. Enjoy your emotional reunion with your sworn brother. You are scum. How dare you play with people's lives? The people around me are nothing more than a foundation. You do not understand reality, pitiful girl. This is the deadliest biological weapon ever created. It will help me stand at the top of the world. The Chimera. Here it comes. Brace yourself. You bastard. You won't get away with this. He modified a person into a monster. How could he do all this for power? It's almost a shame I can't punch him directly. No, gotta calm down. Right now, I should repair what's in front of me.
Watch this. Yeah. Watch this. There. Yeah. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah. That's better. That's better. Watch this. Yeah. That's better. That's better. Watch this. That's better. That's better. Yeah. There. Watch this. There. Yeah. That's better. Watch this. That's better. That's better. There. Blow you away. Got that's better. That's better. That's better. Watch this. Yeah. That's better. Watch this. Got it. Not bad. I, the librarian Ariana Virelis, command you, repair this story to its original form. Smog and blizzards weren't the only things clouding this city of smoke and snow. The entire city was smothered by the unrelenting tyranny of the governor. However, the city's youth stood up to the oppression and risked their lives to fight. One day, the governor disappeared. It seemed his organization collapsed, but it rose again. A young man who loathed the governor's tyranny and an inspector came together to expose him. Two people born and raised from opposite backgrounds worked in tandem despite butting heads, and they confronted a conspiracy. Eventually, a bond sprouted between them, saving the city and the nation from oppression. And so the world was filled with the power of a new phenomenon. The spirit of harmony will accept differences to walk hand in hand with others. Thus goes the story of the magic of convergence, and one of the 7 hero codices. I'm beat. I should finish writing my report to the library director and rest early today. Do you have a moment? You still never knock, do you? Pardon me, my lady. Welcome, Vester. Do you need something?
You know about Vester's magic stone, don't you?
Magic stone? You mean the brooch that Vester's wearing, right? It's her source of power.
That's right. Could you look closely at it? Look very carefully, as if you could enter the magic stone itself.
Why are you asking this so suddenly?
Don't worry about that. Just inspect it. I'll explain later.
Fine.
Please go ahead, my lady. Can you see anything?
Hey, is there any point to this?
Miss Davina.
You're right. You can stop now, Ariana.
Huh? So, what was the point?
I wanted to measure your magic power.
Why's that?
With 2 of the 3 Phenomena Codices repaired, the blessing of magic in the world has been amplified. But your magic power has grown stronger than the blessings you've received.
I've gotten that strong?
Yes, you've grown significantly, so I carried out a little experiment.
Looking at the magic stone was the experiment?
To be precise, the experiment was to look at the magic power within the magic stone. But it looks like you still cannot see it. And here I had high hopes.
I see. Sorry I couldn't meet your expectations.
It's fine. Humans are unable to see the flow of magic power in the first place. And besides, I should be the one to apologize. I'm sorry, Ariana.
What's wrong? Why are you apologizing, Davina?
I always find myself thinking about experiments, magic power, and Codex research without realizing it. And it just happened now. I do it as subconsciously as breathing, without sparing a thought for your feelings. I promise my poor habits do not have the slightest bit of malice. I'm quite hopeless.
Hey, what's up with you? Vester, did something happen?
No, nothing in particular. I merely accompanied her, as I thought she would be conducting an experiment. Miss Davina, is something awry?
Vester, though I'm the one who created you, do you know who created that magic stone?
I'm unaware.
You didn't make it, Davina?
No, I didn't. The one who made this magic stone is Eleanor.
That name. My mom?
That's right. Your mother made this magic stone for me. Eleanor possessed very, very strong magic power. Far beyond even a demon who's lived for several thousand years like myself.
Really? I never heard about this.
I know. So please listen to what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
I was drawn to her strong magic power, and asked her to create a magic stone for my research. But shortly afterwards, Eleanor and Astriel disappeared, leaving you behind.
And then you adopted me.
Yes, but it was fairly impossible for a research fanatic like myself to raise you. That's why I created Vester. Her source of power is the magic stone Eleanor created. By doing that, I was hoping some sort of chemical reaction might occur between you and Vester. To put it frankly, it was an experiment using both you and your mother's stone, but nothing ever happened. I apologize for keeping quiet about the magic stone in the experiment all this time, Ariana.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have kept it to yourself. But I don't really feel the need to criticize you now, I guess. If anything, you adopted and raised me. I should thank you two in my mother's place.
It is very heartening to hear you say that.
Can I ask one thing, though? Why did you decide to tell me this now?
Because you've begun to resemble Eleanor. Not in looks, but in the color of your magic power.
The color of my magic power?
When you were concentrating for the experiment, your color was even more vivid. It almost felt like I was looking at Eleanor herself. And I felt as if she was chastising me. That's why I decided to tell you everything. I've used not only you, but even Vester as a test subject. I figured I'd be shouted at.
I wouldn't shout at you. More importantly, what color is my mom's magic?
It's the exact same color as Vester's stone and eyes.
I feel rather honored.
I see. So this is Mom's color.
My lady, your mother's magic power resides within me. And within you resides the same magic that you've inherited from her.
You're right, Vester.
Ariana, your body inherited the power of both Eleanor and your father, Astrio. And your magic will grow even stronger from here on.
Really?
I'm certain. Eventually you'll be capable of seeing the flow and even the color of magic. Beyond that, I'm sure you'll achieve far more than what you declared before.
Huh? Did I declare something?
You did. That you would become a better magician than me. Then you'll find your parents, right?
Right. I did say that.
Since you declared it, I'll call you nothing but a bluffer, if you don't make it so.
Don't worry. I'll make good on my promise.
Of course you will.
Hero Codex, Codex of Conversion. The Hero Codex in which the story of the magic of conversion is written. Magic that controls conversion uses the power of unity between mutual objects and changes the behavior of elements. A tale of a spirit of harmony that will accept differences to walk hand in hand with others, which gave birth to renewable energy in the world. A codex written by a modern scientist. And that's it for this playthrough of
Ariana and the Elder Codex.
where we ended up going into the Codex of Conversion. In there, it was a story of unity and two, let's just call it different walks of life coming together in order to take down a greater evil, which we've seen in another codex before. We've also seen the area that we visited. Now we visited, let's just say, thousands of years into the future. This was the area of the Codex of Earth. That town was built around the great crater that was created after the events of the Codex of Earth. And from it, there came stones that had been come to known as the Philosopher's Stone, which had great abilities, great powers to help out the locals. But unfortunately, the locals had to deal with the tyrannical governor, who was known as just the governor. And he had his own ideas, own levels of grandeur, things that he wanted to do, feeling that he was above his own status and that he should be as such because he governed this area, because he had these Philosopher's Stones. But in order to do that, he needed to make a greater army. Unfortunately, the army he kept trying to build just couldn't withstand the fusion. In the end, as we were following along with the story, we learned that the same person that we were looking for was the same one that we ended up finding in the end. But because the two sides came together to take down this great evil, they prospered, and then
Thus, the magic of conversion was given out to the world. Something of a unity coming together and creating something better. But upon return, now that we've unlocked our second Phenomena Codex, we've gotten to learn, a couple things. Well, if you didn't already know, Vester was a automaton. And so we got to learn that, as well as the fact that our magic has just kept increasing and growing. Davina went to come check that out with us, only to find out that there are still a couple levels that we just haven't reached yet. But there's, of course, the bigger goal, which is to fix the codices, find out who damaged them, and why it's only specific that we're the ones that are being targeted. And after that, try to find our parents. This is something, of course, we can't do until we find out more. So when we pick this up next time, we will go into the last hero codice and figure out what happens. So until then, thanks everybody for watching.